I'm looking at myself in the camera, the other view, and I'm very, very red, very vibrant today because we're feeling good. We're nearly at WrestleMania. It's a week away, and there's still more new stuff to talk about. It's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan, is it not? Hello and welcome to FTTR. I am Hugh McQuaid, and today we are talking about Goldberg, more specifically, what is up with his contract. Will he be back with WWE? And maybe doing a little bit of fantasy booking about him in AEW. So stay tuned for that. But before we dive into Goldberg, please hit subscribe. Please comment on this video. Let me know your thoughts on Goldberg in the comments below, and I'll try to reply to every single one of them. So yeah, we're talking Goldberg. So it's been revealed via Fightful, I believe, that Goldberg's contract has expired with WWE, and he is now a free agent. He could show up wherever he wants to. Woof. That's a big name. That is a big free agent on the market, particularly one who does still wrestle in some capacity. I believe, I haven't fact-checked this before, his last match was with Roman, I think. It was either Roman or Bobby Lashley, but I think it was Roman at Crown Jewel. I could be wrong. I'll let you know if I'm wrong. But yeah, he's on the market. He could go re-sign with WWE, he could go to AEW, he could pop up in Impact, he could show up at, I don't know, a New Japan show. Who knows what's next for Goldberg? But we're going to speculate a little bit. We're going to speculate. What should Goldberg do? So, first of all, Tony Khan. Tony Khan has been speaking openly about how he's watching Goldberg's contract situation and how he is interested in bringing him on board. Controversial opinion incoming right now. I think Goldberg should go to AEW. Now, hold your horses. Hold those horses. I think Goldberg could be a great asset for the company in the same role as a Sting, in that he can help put over a new talent, a new star. That's what he should be used for. The same way Sting has been the mentor to Darby, Goldberg should be used in that capacity, like he should have been used in WWE. But you look at his track record in WWE since he came back in 2017, I think, when he came back against Brock. Who's looked good coming out of a Goldberg match? Let's be honest. Braun, not so much. He looked okay. Kevin Owens certainly didn't. The Fiend certainly didn't. Roman looked no more stronger having beaten Goldberg. Bobby Lashley looked no more stronger after beating Goldberg. And that's the issue we've got right there. So you need him to make someone look good, which is where we get into the fantasy booking, because I have a scenario in my head as to how Goldberg should be booked in AEW. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to fantasy book Goldberg's run in AEW right now. So the first thing we need to make note of, if Goldberg goes to AEW, he needs to be a heel. He does not need to be a babyface, because there are so many other great babyfaces in AEW. You need to play on the things people don't like about Goldberg, and that is the fact that he is 1, a part-timer, 2, an ex-WWE guy, and 3, he beats your favourite wrestler. Those are the 3 points that you need to follow in order to do a good story around Goldberg. And the person we are looking to get over, it's obvious who it should be. It is completely obvious. In the entire landscape of professional wrestling, there is one person who could benefit most from beating Goldberg, and that man is Wardlow. Of course it's Wardlow. You know, he's got all the hallmarks of a Goldberg. The entrance, the moveset, the gimmick, the chant, everything is reminiscent of Goldberg. So what are we starting with? We're starting with, and this is where it gets a bit controversial, double or nothing. We'll start at double or nothing. So Wardlow has a match against someone he's feuding with. Let's say it's Wardlow versus QT Marshall. Not how I would book, but we're going to say that's the match that's going to happen at double or nothing. It could be him versus Powerhouse Hobbs, but we'll get to that. So QT Marshall versus Wardlow. And what happens then? Powerbomb Symphony. Wardlow beats QT Marshall in minimum a minute 30. He destroys him, absolutely destroys him. But who should come out of nowhere but Goldberg? Goldberg spears Wardlow, spears him again, and spears him again. Trifecta of spears, then a jackhammer. That's it. Leaves Wardlow laying in the ring and walks away. That's all Goldberg does on his debut. Flash forward to later in the night where you have Powerhouse Hobbs, the Book of Hobbs, open challenge. Because you've had that debut of Goldberg before, you're not expecting him again. So Powerhouse Hobbs has this open challenge for the TNT Championship, but who should answer but Goldberg? Goldberg comes out dressed, he's ready to go, he's in his gear. Hopefully he doesn't have a little bit of blood trickling down his face. He hasn't hit his head against a door. And he beats Hobbs. He beats Hobbs with assistance from Wardlow. So Wardlow comes into the match when the ref bump, of course there's a ref bump. Wardlow goes to spear Goldberg, hits Hobbs, spear from Goldberg to Wardlow. I didn't mean to hit my mic then, I'm so sorry. He spears Wardlow, steals the pin, pins Powerhouse Hobbs, and Goldberg is your new TNT champion. I was debating on doing this in the world title scene, but you do not want Goldberg near MJF in the slightest, because the dynamics don't work there. TNT Championship, Goldberg is your new face of TNT, but he is the face of TNT who never shows up to work. Every week when you're expecting Goldberg to come out, it will say the TNT champion will be making an appearance. It's a video message. It's a video message from Goldberg. He's Skyping in or something like that. He is never at the building because he's a part-timer. He's a part-timer on a part-timer schedule. He only wrestles at the big pay-per-views, which, again, it's the story they told with Brock and Roman back at WrestleMania 34. Yeah, 34. But this time, you've got a likeable babyface in Wardlow, who is an absolute badass. And you've got Goldberg, who people really soured on. They really soured on. And you play up those heel aspects of him. In between Double or Nothing, yeah, and All Out, you've got Forbidden Door in the middle there. Goldberg misses Forbidden Door. He's advertised for Forbidden Door, but he Skypes in with a video message for the heat. In between that time, in between Double or Nothing and All Out, Goldberg has 2 TNT Championship matches. The first of which is against Darby Allin. Now, Darby Allin's probably going to come out of this feud with MJF and the 4 Pillars at Double or Nothing. He'll be out of that feud. He'll be freed up to do something. He wants to be the one to take the TNT Championship away from Goldberg and show that he truly is the face of TNT. I've also done this because I feel like Darby selling a Goldberg spear would be chef's kiss. It'd be fantastic. He'd sell it like a champ. And he keeps getting speared, but Darby keeps kicking out. You really put over that Darby will not give up in this fight against Goldberg. Goldberg squashes him, but he uses everything. And you can tell Goldberg's playing up that he's gassed. He's not ready for this because he's on the part-time schedule. He's not ready to work an AEW style match. That's his first match in between All Out and Double or Nothing. His second match is against the King of Television, Samoa Joe. And this is the one that sort of, there's that little bit of doubt in Goldberg's mind. He's been cocky, he's been arrogant, he thinks he's above the belt, he thinks he's above everything. But Samoa Joe comes in, let's say he's still the Ring of Honor TV champ, and he puts Goldberg through the ringer. Nearly chokes him out. And Goldberg cheats to beat Samoa Joe. It doesn't take spears, it doesn't take jackhammers. He clocks Samoa Joe with the TNT Championship. 1, 2, 3. Beats Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's protected in defeat. And Goldberg is really selling that he is out of his depth in this current run. And that is when you bring Wardlow back into the fold. You have a ladder match to decide the new number 1 contender for Goldberg at All Out. Wardlow wins. He beats, let's just say, all of the former TNT champions are in there. So you've got Darby in there, you've got Miro in there, you've got Hobbs, you've got, sadly can't have Cody or Brody Lee. Who else? Sammy. You have all these other TNT champions in this match. The winner gets to face Goldberg and hopefully reclaim the TNT championship from him at All Out. And that's where you do it. You have Wardlow beat Goldberg. You know, he beats him clean. Goldberg tries to cheat. It goes about 10 minutes. Lots of spears, lots of power bombs, lots of kickouts. It's essentially a Goldberg-Lesnar match like the one we got at WrestleMania. But the good WrestleMania. The good WrestleMania. WrestleMania 33. Not the other one. I know what you're thinking. But that's what you do. That's all you need Goldberg for. You have him do this short run to put over a young guy, and then he can either be on his way or he can do some promotional stuff for the company. He doesn't need to be centrally featured in AEW. He just needs to be there to facilitate new guys, stronger guys, and then maybe Double or Nothing next year. He puts over Powerhouse Hobbs. He puts over Konosuke Takeshita. He puts over other guys, other young guys, and that's what he's used for. And you play up all the things people don't like about Goldberg, and you have this nice little heel run, which is how legends should be used, let's be honest. They shouldn't be used full time, which was an issue when he was in WWE. So I think that's a really interesting story, and Wardlow should be the man to defeat / potentially retire Goldberg. And that is my fantasy booking for AEW and how Goldberg should be used in the promotion. Yeah, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Did you like my fantasy booking? Do you think you should go to AEW? Let me know everything you want down in the comments below, and I'll try and apply to every single one of you. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.